before the video gets started, I just want to give out my thoughts and prayers, obviously to the people, or to the population of Ukraine. Obviously, if you don't know, just give a little backstory. I mean, the people I already know. Russia has started to invade Ukraine, and obviously the people in Ukraine are suffering a lot due to the attacks and everything. So my thoughts and prayers goes out to the families of that who are currently experiencing this, and hopefully this will end very, very, very soon. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today, I'm going to be talking about some competitive rulings which were kind of announced in the past, but whatever, I'm just try and fly by through them, because why not? The first one is the biggest one, and all of these, mind you, all these are in the Southeast Asian one, is this one. This one is the competitive ruling for OG Brudders. If you don't know, OG Brudders is an August team who competed in the Malaysia-Singapore region. And it says OG Brudders have been found to be using a known banned exploit and has been disqualified effectively immediately for the remainder of the VCT Stage 1. And the ruling is the 7.2.6, which is exploiting. Intentionally using any in-game bug to seek an advantage is exploiting and is prohibited. Exploiting includes acts such as making use of any any game function, that in the tournament operator's sole judgment is not functioning as intended and violates the design purpose of Valorant. And here's like a little tweet here by Husky, who's a play-by-play caster. So it says, so after doing some digging, I was able to find a publicly available information on exploits and bugs that should not be utilized in any shape or form during a competitive game. The illegal jet boost is listed, and OGB, which is OG Brudders, knowingly executed it, hence resulting in their punishment. So Jet is able to climb on crate on C-Slate by using passive drift, plus crouching, fixed version 4.03. So basically, I'm just gonna get my epic pen now, just so I can show you what I mean about this. So the player starts over here. That's very, very, very thin. Oh my god, incredibly thin. So it starts here, and you jump. So like a little, I guess you just float. You crouch at the exact same time, and you end up here. And apparently this is an exploit. And obviously it is. This reminds me of the Blade camera bug that was going all crazy in Champions. So this exploit right here is not allowed. And hence that OG Brothers basically got banned and disqualified from the rest of the season, which really, really, really sucks for a little team like that, who's just obviously trying to, just trying their hardest just to get into the scene, and as like a little team that they are, trying to get like sponsors and other teams and attract teams to sign them full time and all that stuff. This just ruins their chances, knowing that they are basically cheaters. So that really, really sucks for OG Brothers, but there's that. Zerxia versus X10 Crit. So X10 Crit basically did a T1, and their coach was talking during the game. So basically it was mainly on split. Ironically, again, it was on split, and X10 won. It was a very close game, but they did win in the on that match against Zerxia Esports. Ironically, also 4 of the 5 players on that team were formerly from X10 Crit, and I guess they just wanted a bit of a cheeky advantage, because obviously they are their former players, and they want to get a little bit of a revenge on them, but kind of shot them in the foot there, because they were caught, and they were disqualified due to unauthorized communication. It says here on the ESL Thailand account, the X10 Crit has been disqualified from the VCT 2022 Thailand Stage 1 challenges for violating unauthorized communication rules during the match against Zerxia in the quarterfinals, and already one account has already said don't help sewers. Facts. A detailed examination of the evidence reveals that X10 actually committed a wrongdoing with Competition Rule 7.2.11 stating that no communication between players and coaches during the match is prohibited other than the pause, period, tactical, and technical. So, just like the T1 situation, but less eyeballs this time, but still just like the T1 situation, I don't know what to say. They just wanted a little cheeky advantage against their former players, which is very, very scuff of them, and rightfully so, because their head coach Zerabai, I think that's how you say his name. He's just been suspended from the team. So luckily they know who to suspend, and they did it just like how T1 did it to David Denis. So that was really, really good on them. Good job, excellent crit. The last one I'm going to be talking about, obviously all these are in the Southeast Asian scene, just to let you know, I probably already mentioned it, but it is Fastelle, an August team, just like OG Brudders, who this time actually beated out Bleed Esports, a very, very well-known team, and was mainly famous because they got Pith, a former G2 esports player, into their lineup, but they can't really play him because visa issues, I'm guessing. So, as you can see here in Ascent, nothing. There's legit absolutely zero nothing. And I think it's because, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's because of a glitch that they did, a little bug right over here, which is on Icebox. So I muted the clip, but this is basically what it is. So I don't know who any of these guys are, but there is Nanoswarm in between the crates, and that is an exploit. I mean, I could definitely see that, but what I don't understand is why the hell did they not get the same punishment as OG Brothers? That's what I'm very confused about. Why did they just let them just continue on? Was it just too late or what? Because I don't understand, because yeah, T1 they won against FaZe Clan on the first map, and it was already out the map too. But they legit but in half time they paused it. They paused it, and then they basically did a full review on it, and instantly, just like that, they were screwed over. I don't know why the hell they decided to also say Ascend and not Icebox. I just don't understand. I think like they should have, I don't know, maybe like finished it. Maybe say, oi, that's not good enough or something. Yeah, Icebox, you're done. You're not getting the win or something. I don't really know, but apparently I think they got to keep the win on Icebox, but they didn't keep the win on Ascend. Confusing times we live in, especially in real life events which is happening across the world. So that is really about it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.